I just thought of something to talk about. Yes, that would be that yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, I had to do battle with an internet troll, and that was inter- that was interesting. Uh, all I did was there are these people who post I guess prompts like on Facebook. They'll like post a topic for people to talk about and on their page, and one of the like ADHD autism type guru people posted a thing on their page, and it was like a question, and that we were all prompted to answer, um, and it was, do you feel that your condition is a disability? And I say that mine sometimes feels like a disability, even though I don't know if I have the right to call it one, because I can do basic things. I don't drive, but uh, I, I don't work a normal job, but I can walk and I can talk and I can dress myself and I can shower and I can, I have a job. I'm having a hard time doing it, but I have one. Uh, and, and also my faculties, they fluctuate under a lot of stress. So it seems as though instead of adapting, I will, my brain will kind of shut down. It'll feel as though that my hemispheres are clashing. And this was before I ever used the Fisher Wallace device. Maybe it's different now, but like, taxing my senses would cause me to shut down in sort of profound sorts of ways, like driving uh, uh, would cause such a level of sensory overload that I would um, I would I would kind of not be able to see. I would sort of temporarily lose my eyesight from trying to engage my hemispheres. I guess that's all I can guess is what it caused that. But um, driving just causes my vision to go all wonky. It's been years since I've tried to drive a car, though there was a point when, you're in your 40s, you need to start driving. It's your responsibility to be able to drive like an adult. So, I, so, but like every time I would get behind the wheel, um, I would make scary mistakes, and then I would have to spend hours afterwards recovering. So, but the basic rudiments of driving I can do, but like my depth perception is very very bad, and there seems to be a problem with the sides of my brain uh, syncing up and working together. And well, anyway, my point was is that and so like so my vision for sometimes would temporarily go very bad, and and there are times when my basic motor skills will fluctuate, and I won't be able to uh well uh my handwriting just gets very like I can hardly uh use a pencil to write or draw. And then there are times when I can draw very well. It all depends on how well I happen to be functioning. I can't really pinpoint what causes uh, me to have these fluctuations, stress. Uh, if I push myself too much, uh, instead of building up endurance, I sort of hit a wall, and then I have to back off. And uh, I'm sure I could work on fixing myself, and then, so in this thread, as I was saying, I said blah 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 blah, and then people said, "Have you tried cognitive behavioral therapy?" And I said, "No, I've not tried cognitive behavioral therapy. I don't know how to find a therapist. I don't know if that kind of therapy can help me because I've never tried it. Uh, it's not easy for everyone to find somebody like that, and somebody who deals with adults with attention deficit disorder and who are on the autistic spectrum, and uh, and with possible other neurological conditions. But besides, I'm not sure if uh, I'm not sure uh, if cognitive behavioral therapy will help for all of that. I mean, they were saying it as though all of my issues are in my subconscious and I'm just locked inside my own mind because of uh, fallacies I've been telling myself. I feel like, at least some of my issues are neurological in nature. Uh, so they're kind of hard to control by changing my thinking. But apparently, cognitive behavioral therapy is used for that kind of stuff. I, you know, and I'm scared of being, just not taken seriously or reprimanded for my issues by people who don't know me. Um, anyway, tra la 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 la. So, oh yeah, so this person, one of the people in this thread, just starts badgering me about not trying hard enough, and he doesn't even know me, and he doesn't know what I might do. He doesn't know how hard I do try. He doesn't know me at all, and he's telling me all this stuff and how I need to do this and that, and I didn't feel like really being told what I needed to do, for one thing, and then and then I felt like I was having to defend myself on this thread, and explain the crux of my issues, and I I mistakenly compared my neurological condition when it's at its worst. It feels as though I've had a stroke because I lose control of my vision, and just everything just becomes very hard, and it's like going through this fog of just extreme difficulty. Uh, it's not like that all the time, and it's been a while since it's been really bad. Today's kind of been a bad day, but not in the way that it is when uh, I have uh, one of the things happen, uh, uh, which I still don't know exactly what it is. Uh, and it's been a while since I've had one. But and so he gets all of huffy puffy and offended for comparing it to kind of uh, to being akin to having sort of like a stroke, because it and he gets all huffy puffy and offended and accuses me of lying and hamming it up for narcissistic reasons, and uh, trying to disprove my what I said, or in accusing me of eliciting sympathy, and I wasn't trying to do that. I was just explaining, uh, yada yada yada. I was just explaining myself, just to, you know, and and I realized, after the fact, you don't need to explain yourself to people like that. Strangers, you don't need to, you know, fall into a pit where you feel like you have to validate every part of your being to a total stranger who is just there to pick on you. So if you ever encounter an internet bully, and I'm sure everyone does, and of course I'm not alone, uh, you know, don't let them get to you, and Anyway, I had to report him to the moderators, and I got him kicked out of the group. Uh, or they chose to have him leave the group after giving him a talking to, and he wouldn't behave. And I had a hunch that he was just there to troll in the first place and push people's buttons. But that was, I guess, more taxing than it should have been. And so this will be my third session of the day because I've had a very bad day. But not because of that. I don't know why today has been so terrible. Uh, I think it's mostly hormones. I've stopped having periods, so I don't know if that means I'm menopausal now. Or like my perimenopause has kicked it up a notch. So no telling how I would be if I wasn't using this device. Maybe I would be in the loony bin. I don't know. But uh, but just because I have a bad day doesn't mean that this device is not incredibly helpful. Uh, yep. Hopefully I will snap out of it very soon. Fingers crossed. Okay. I hope this wasn't too jointed too just disjointed and rambly. I will do better next episode. I hope. Okay. Bye bye.